Hello, everyone, and welcome to this new episode of Open Book Entrepreneur. We have Clifford Starks here with us. Hello, Clifford from US,
Eh,
and he's really an amazing coach. So, Clifford, please introduce yourself and your business to our audience.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, my name is Clifford Starks. I am a person sent here for you to help you get into your next arena so that you can win in your life and in your business.
Totally. And what kind of arena are we talking about?
Yeah, so everyone's stepping into an arena, and this arena back here, and it looks like you have arena right back behind you with your brain and your light. And the arena can be a little bit of scary and exciting place all at the same time. You know, the arena that you stepped into to get to where you're at isn't the arena that you step into to get to where you want to be. And so there's always this new place that we're looking to go. That's why I purposely go after high achievers, people who want more, people who want to dream bigger, people who get big things out of life, and they want things that are even bigger. They want things that are even better. They want even more out of their life. And so when I ask them, I go, what does success mean to you? It always starts with that. What does success mean to you? And when they start speaking, we can figure out, okay, where do we need to step so that we can make that a reality?
Totally. And when it comes to your clients and high achievers, how do you actually help them?
Yeah. So it really starts with them just saying what they want. That's the start of everything. And as I talk about New Year's resolutions, we all know about them, and we wonder like, why don't people follow through on their New Year's resolutions? I've always been really interested in why people do what they do. And why does so many people fail? Why do businesses fail? Why do people fail in their relationships? Why do people fail in their health? They know what they're supposed to do, but knowing is only part of the game. And the other part of the game is this thing, our brains. And our brains either serve us or our brains can run amok. And so I think of like even the brain that you have, it's got ideas, and there's going to be ideas popping left and right. But ideas without execution don't go anywhere, doesn't do anything. And so stepping into this arena, you know, stepping in where it's physical, where it's real, where it's kind of scary. You know, you got to worry about people looking at you, people hating on you, people doubting you, people doing whatever they're doing, and you still got to show up. You got to show up. So when you speak your stuff out, your stuff, not anybody else's stuff, when you speak your stuff, that's the start. And I always start by asking questions and going deeper and deeper and deeper because there's always a reason why someone's doing something. Even when they go like, I want to make a lot of money. No, there's a reason why they want to make that money. And when you get to the reason behind the reason, that's when you can start taking the actions necessary to move forward and make it a reality.
Wow, wonderful, wonderful. And how long does it take for someone when they start working with you to start sort of experiencing some results?
Um, one day, one day. And this is why I didn't even know this. I didn't even know I was doing this until I did it enough times. I actually get people speaking about what they want to speak about. And too often we speak about what we think people want to hear instead of the things that we actually want to do. When we go after what we want to do, there's a new fire, there's a new energy, and there's a new way of acting.
Wonderful. Okay, and then on top of that, like when we're talking about the high achievers and your sort of ideal clients, what's one of the best results that someone got working with you?
Yeah. So every time, male or female, confidence, confidence. And it sounds kind of hokey for some people. And I will say the only ones who get it are the ones who have gone through it. Um, when you take an action, the only reason you can take that action effortlessly is because you're confident enough to take the action. And so whenever we are unconfident, we come up with all sorts of words and lingo like, oh, I want it to flow, or I want this, or Well, it's going to come when the timing's right, and no one wants to take responsibility of they create their timing with complete intentionality. Like you don't just I fought in the UFC. It didn't just happen one day. I wasn't sitting on my couch like waiting for Dana White to come into my room like, "Hey, here's a contract. You want to sign it?" Like, no, I had to put in the reps. And I put in the reps, I put in the reps, and I figure it out and I get better at figuring it out. And eventually I start building my skill sets. So I go, when you're aligned in mind, heart, and skill, you end up winning this game called life. But in order to get there, there is some rep building, there is some mastery that has to be learned.
And what inspired you actually to go from UFC into becoming a coach for high achievers?
Kind of by accident, to be honest with you. Yeah, so the way it happened was I got into business because I knew business was a place where I could serve the marketplace and take care of my family. I also wanted to influence 1 billion people. And so now my goal is to influence them to be loving, kind, and abundant. Well, the coaching came in because everyone kept calling me coach. And so since everyone's calling me coach, I'm like, I probably should get certified in this. I got certified and I'm like, oh my goodness, I've been coaching since I was a kid. Like it's been this kind of natural thing for me. And started coaching people through their process and fell in love with it and just went all in.
Wow, wonderful. I mean, there is a lot of similarities because I also became a coach as an accident. Obviously, people, sort of like watching this, maybe know that I'm a business and mindset coach, and I work with number of business owners and entrepreneurs. And how I originally started being a coach, I was actually long time ago, maybe about 14 years, 15 years ago, I was looking for some solutions for myself when it comes to mindset, when it comes to all these kind of things. And I was doing these neuro-linguistic programming courses. And as we were
Oh,
doing
nice.
all these exercises together, all these other people that were there on the course doing the same thing like me, they were asking me to be their
Nice.
coach. And
Yeah.
that's
That's so
really,
cool.
yeah, that really pushed me.
Well,
So that's the thing.
what I say major respect to you because the neuro linguistic programming is so powerful. I mean, it's powerful stuff. And I was actually doing neuro linguistic programming. I didn't know it at the time. So before I was a fighter, I was actually a personal trainer. And as a personal trainer, um, I had a really, really good success rate. And I had a good success rate because I was reprogramming the way people thought about things. And so there's a law of manifestation that says thoughts lead to feelings, lead to actions, lead to results. And action's the most powerful thing that you can do. Once you take the action, your mind believes it can do it, and when it believes it can do it, you get different results. Um, and so that neurolinguistic programming, when I started really diving deep into it and understanding, I'm like, oh my goodness, this is how this is happening. Because there's that space where you actually have to learn how to communicate what it is that you're doing so people can understand it and actually take an action.
Totally, totally. And also what is really important is obviously being able to communicate with the outside world. That's crucial for us to be understood as business owners, as entrepreneurs, and anyone pretty much doing anything. But on top of that, number one thing that is really important is being able to actually control how you are communicating with yourself, because
Yep.
that's really what makes most of the times makes either success or failure.
100%, Tony, 100%. And what was interesting to me, learning to communicate with yourself, I actually had to learn I'm not the hero, they are. And so I had to teach them how to do it without me. And that was my learning lesson along the way. Because I learned the reason I was a good coach, I learned to coach me. I learned how to figure out like how to reflect, how to look at things differently, how to take different actions, how to become that. And I'm like, oh, I'm teaching them how to do the same thing that I do.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, excellent. And if someone wants to actually connect to you or find out a little bit more about you, or possibly even work with you, how they can do that?
Yeah, yeah. So you can connect with me on Facebook or LinkedIn under Clifford Starks. And I'll also, Tony, I'll send you my Warriors report. And the Warriors report is a place for its entrepreneurs, business owners looking to go from new levels of freedom, looking to step into new arenas so that they can get new levels of freedom so that they can grow and scale without all the stress and the pressure in their life.
Great stuff. I mean, anyone watching us or listening to this episode, you can check out the description. All the links will be there. And then on top of that, just before we go, if there is any tip for like high achievers or entrepreneurs that are actually being stuck or feeling that they can do more or something else, like maybe you can share it with our audience now.
Absolutely, 100%. And thank you for that. You, my friend, are a champion. Some of you I may know that I'm talking to, some of you I may not know, but I know the power of the human spirit. And I know when a person takes an action, the actions that are uncomfortable, the actions that may be scary, it's worth it. Listen to your gut, take the actions that are necessary to live your life the way you want to live it. Because the worst thing that could happen is if you don't take that action, what results are you going to get in your life? Go get the results that you want to achieve, that you want to have, and take the action that's necessary for you.
Totally. Such a great words of wisdom. And, you know, on top of that, I would just like to add something because I really, really 100% believe in this, what you just said. Listen to your gut, because this is something that happened to me yesterday. There's some roadworks here near my house, and I was driving down the road and then, you know, took a wrong turn because of this roadworks. And then I was rushing back to actually get back on track. And what happened was that I was driving a little bit over the speed limit, and I had this feeling. I had this like gut was telling me like, "Oh, slow down." Yeah, and I was like, "No, no, no, I'm just gonna continue." And I got a speeding ticket. So yeah, that's really what happens when you're not listening to your gut. And
Yep, 100%,
yeah.
100%.
Thank you, Clifford, for being a great guest, for
Yeah,
sharing
Tony,
your
thank you for
wisdom.
having me on.
Exactly, for sharing your wisdom. Thank you all for listening and watching to this episode. If you liked it, drop us a like, subscribe, comment below, and share it with your friends and family. See you
Yeah,
all in the
thank
next
you,
episode.
everybody. I appreciate it.
All the best and bye bye.
Take care, everyone.